Okay, this is a disclaimer before the video continues. This will contain spoilers as we have already watched the season in its entirety and we are just going back and reviewing episode by episode. So if you have not seen the season yet or watched this specific episode that we are on, I advise to go watch it and come back and watch our video, or just watch along with us. But we will be providing spoilers for things that happen later in the season and trying to get more context. So if you want, you can continue watching, but this is a disclaimer that this will contain spoilers for other things that happen in the season. All right, enjoy. How's it going on, everyone? Welcome back to a watch and review for Winx Club The Magic is Back. I'm with Kayla once again.
Hey.
And we are watching episode 4. Ready to get into it?
Indeed.
All right, let's start it.
Let's go.
And clicking now.
Paulo.
A trick by the Tricks.
You know, I actually like this song.
Oh wait, I'm gonna pause right here. So somehow, I'm gonna spoil a little bit that we're about to see anyway, but somehow they're playing their music so loud that Miss Griffith, right? That's her name?
Griffin.
Miss Griffin can hear their music, but somehow Vexius is able to pop into their dorm room and she can't sense anything or hear anything because they never clarify how close they are to her office. But it has to be somewhat close, right? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that kind of weird?
I mean, yeah, but I just want to like rewatch this scene real quick. Cause
Why did you do that?
is this like their home? Oh, yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
okay, yeah, this is their dorm. This is their dorm room, yeah.
Yeah. This is
Because
their
it
common
has, like,
area.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, is this like their home living room? But yeah, it's
the whole
common
school's built the
area.
same.
That's what it's
Yeah, it's their-
called. Yeah.
It's their common area.
I'll give you a hint. He's a bad boy.
Man, I tell you,
It's a
their place is so nice.
Darcy and Riven for
All right, pause.
Ribbon!
Hold on. So I'm gonna roll. Let me roll it back a little
Look
bit.
at that jawline.
I'm gonna roll it back a little bit. So let me rewatch this real quick because they come in. All right, she called Riven a bad boy. Nothing
Yeah,
in
but
this
there's
whole
nothing bad
season
about him. Does he
makes-
still drive his motorcycle? I don't think so.
Nope, they haven't shown it.
I want Riven on his motorbike now.
Okay, and that's the whole thing. They say he's a bad boy, but he shows no signs of being a bad boy besides him just dressing different.
He's just the silent type.
Yeah, he's a silent type. Like, what made him a bad boy? Now, in the original, yes, that was
Yeah, in the
a bad
original,
boy.
he was. Oh my gosh, he was in.
That's a bad boy. Now, you
He
could
was
have
a
still
butthead in the original,
Well,
and yet
yes.
I still liked him.
Yes, but you could have still done that, but not made him toxic. You know, he
Yeah.
could have still been like rebellious or whatever. You know,
And protest.
yeah. So you could have still
I
done
don't
that,
care
but
about
they
your rules. You know my mom.
they took that all away from him because they had to give it to Damien, basically. So
Uh-huh.
he's just basically a normal, bland dude, but he just dresses like different, you know, than most people on campus.
Mhm.
So I guess just dressing different makes you a bad boy somehow. I don't know. All right, pause here too. Why is her mural her what's the girl from Hey Arnold?
Helga Pataki?
Helga
Pataki?
Pataki. She has a Helga Pataki shrine.
Well, I don't think it's like a full shrine. I think it's just like her vanity, and so like she's one of those
Hey,
girls that likes to tape all the pictures up.
This
things
is
that she likes.
She's close to a full shrine.
She's almost there, but like she
she's
only
almost
has
there.
4 pictures.
But why
the
is this
entire
in?
mirror is not Riven,
It's getting close. And then what if?
but she's not there yet.
It was supposed to.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be a secret. Why is this in the common room for everyone to see? If this is supposed to be a secret from her sisters. or anyone else for that fact.
Yeah, you have a point.
It makes no sense because they didn't want to. I mean, it was for a joke. This whole scene was for a joke.
Yeah.
I understand, but if we're trying to take the character somewhat serious, we never see the Trix's rooms. This should be in her
No, we
room.
don't. It should be, but
Because wouldn't it make more sense that
it would. It would make a lot more sense if this was in her bedroom.
Yeah, Icy and Stormy walk in on her in her bedroom while she's listening to music and doing her nails, and then see the shrine. Right? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
And it just being open
Yeah.
in the common area. But of course, I think they probably wanted to do that. They just did not have enough time to do that. So this is what we got. It's just open in the common area for anyone, Miss Griffin, or anyone to see, basically. That walks in. It's weird, but whatever. I just wanted to harp on that real quick because it makes no sense. And then for no reason they
More like for never.
trash all the secret pictures she took, and she doesn't do anything about it. She just allows herself to be bullied.
Goodbye, my beautiful scoundrel. Ew. Now then.
All right, I'm gonna pause it again. So Vexius uses all this power to enter the room, because we've seen Vexius just enter the room normally with like his dark magic abilities, right? Where he just materializes, like when he visits Damien, right?
Yeah.
He used all that power to enter the room and then close the door. Miss Griffin didn't feel nothing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Whatever.
Vexius, what are
All right,
you
let's
doing
continue.
here?
I am here to ask, why haven't you brought me Bloom's flame yet?
Well, we have a question too. Why do we have to take orders from you? Yeah, you're not the boss of us.
You're not my dad.
I mean,
Now, who is the boss of you?
I mean, literally though, he's not their dad.
yeah.
But how did you do that?
For years I served.
Okay,
as
also,
the
they never
Lord's
explain
I lived in his shadow.
when the Trix,
Reign in Domino, and I became accustomed
you know,
to the dark.
made a deal or met Vexius at all.
Yeah, this was already happened.
Now
Yeah.
get to work stealing that
So I don't know.
or you can forget
So-
about this.
Pretty stuff. And pretty close to my nose right
They never
now.
explain.
This is the key to open the Omega Dimension.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause. They never explain like why he why they don't know he has dark abilities. Like this is the first time they see him use his dark ability. That's why Icy had to do that. So like, when did he come into contact with I
When
guess
and
it had to
how?
be
When and how?
yeah, when and how? Because I'm guessing there's probably a scene where they're in their secret lair back at the ruins
the tower,
of
the cloud tower.
Cloud Tower, the ruins of Cloud Tower, and he probably appeared to them and and he told them about Bloom, but before Bloom got to school, because Icy says that she fits the description of who our friend has been looking for or something like that, right?
I
When
think
they met Bloom, so he
Yeah.
told them about Bloom way before
ahead of
when.
time.
Yeah,
Like
way ahead of time.
a prophecy.
And I guess they
There
never
will be
asked
a
him.
girl.
Yeah, but they never asked him how he's using his abilities to contact them
Right.
before until now. Okay.
Strange.
It's an interesting, series of events that happen before the show even starts. And now he's about to explain the whole staff situation on, for some reason, why is he explaining the staff situation when they should know about the staff, because I see deal for the staff. What? Hey, go back. Yeah, but I see. So you tell me he didn't explain that the staff was the key to the Omega Dimension before they struck the deal for the...
But I'm pretty sure that that's literally the reason why Icy would even agree to something like this.
Okay, I'm going to give them an excuse and say that they struck a deal about, he said, I have the key to the Omega Dimension. And they were like, oh, okay, cool.
But he
Icy was
didn't
like,
tell
shoot, I
them
want
what it
that.
was.
Exactly.
Keep his
I'm
cards
gonna,
close to his chest.
yeah, that type of thing. Maybe, I'm guessing. I'm a make up headcanon on why they don't know the staff is the, or technically we find out at the staff. It's the orb at the top of the staff, or was it at the bottom? One or the other. That is the key.
The
But
top?
I forgot at the finale which one it was. But anyway, we learned that later. But them not knowing the staff is the key, I can guess maybe they wouldn't know because he didn't tell them. Because they should know this. Like he says, you literally have to tell them to remember.
It's part of our deal, remember? Staff for the flame. And since you seem to
Damien! Oh, his head's so big. And bulbous.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause there. Vexius can forcefully teleport people.
Why doesn't he just forcefully teleport Bloom?
Well, maybe it has to be, you have to be a willing participant in being teleported. I'm guessing.
Oh, you have to sign a
Well-
waiver first?
Yeah, a magical waiver, yes. In the name of magic or whatever. But I was gonna say that why hasn't he used that to coordinate? Because villains have to be stupid anyway. But why hasn't he used that to coordinate an attack on Bloom? To just have him, Damien, and the Tricks, pop up on her basically out of nowhere. Because he has the power of darkness. He basically pop up anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because his powers is supposedly OP, but he doesn't use them effectively. But that's because it's a kid show, and then we already know villains in kid shows / a lot of shows, they have to be kind of dumb in some way. So because they will automatically win because their powers are too strong,
Yeah.
So I'll give him a pass. But
Sailor Moon!
This is
Yeah.
Damien, a spy I have enrolled in Althea to serve as my eyes and ears.
I do not like
Now then,
Damien's face.
Have fun.
Damien doesn't look like he belongs here in the show.
Or his head. His head is just so bulbous. It's that Justin
So-
Bieber hair.
What can you do?
Because he was, they redesigned him,
Ugh,
and
I knew it.
possibly he was made by AI anyway.
Stay out of
His
our
design
way.
anyway.
Now, I know the tricks weren't made by AI because
Once we
look
get
at those
those done,
outfits.
we'll open
No,
our
the tricks,
multi-dimension.
they made
Gather
those
whatever
models
army
a while ago.
tools we need to conquer
Yeah.
the magical world.
They did a good job.
There's no left to run.
Not their
because they
arms
just
out.
It just translated it one for one, basically. And then them. Okay, hold on. Let me pause one more time. I'm gonna pause here. Damien
He's
out
flying.
because Damien out is fun. Vexius to use immediately discard him. I was like, isn't that going against what your boss just said?
Yes, it 100% is. It's very much you're at work and your boss is just like, hey, use this new program that the company got so that you can work more effectively and efficient, whatever. And as soon as they leave, you're just like, yeah, I'm not freaking doing that. It's literally
Yeah.
what they did.
I mean,
I'm gonna
this is
keep
just
doing it the
another
old
example
way.
of like, this is just another example of like, oh, we're villains, so we are slightly incompetent because we can't work with each other properly because we're villains,
Yeah.
So it's all right, but it's just funny that they threw Damien away immediately after Vexius left. Go back to your stable and take care of those wild
Go
animals.
back to your hole.
And that sucks also because Damien has to walk all the way back to the stables
Yeah.
because he probably was there already. Damn, that sucks for him. He had a cool intro and has to go walk all the way back to the stables.
Damien's life sucks. It really does. He's
Because he doesn't know how to use magic yet. He just started classes.
and
so he
yet
doesn't
we
have the
we haven't seen that man in a single class.
Nope. I don't. Do we see him in a class this whole season? don't
No.
Think
No,
so.
we don't. The classes are
Because he
very
doesn't-
the classes are barely populated in the first place.
Yeah, but he doesn't share any classes with the main Winx. I mean, yeah, Winx girls. So that's why we never see him in classes.
But
You would
it's
think
just
he would be
such
in
a
one class.
It's just such a coincidence that the Tricks and the Winx are in the same classes. All of the
Exactly.
same classes.
And Sky sometimes. But none of the other boys, just Sky.
Yep. Where's Ribbon?
Where's
Where's
Brandon?
Timmy?
Where's any of them? Where's any of them? It's just Sky because we need to create this drama, you know?
Diasporo.
But whatever. Let's continue with this training Bloom to fly sequence
Come on, Bloom. Give those wings a workout.
as they move in slow motion and in
I mean, like,
fast
I'm
motion.
trying to think, like, if I had wings, would I always keep my arms, like, outstretched, like I'm falling?
We talked about that in the other episode, Kayla. Sometimes they fly like Superman for no reason.
Yeah.
Why do they fly like Superman?
Because they don't know what to do with their hands. They don't know what to do with their arms.
Well, the animators don't know what to do with it. I was like, just have them on their side. We don't need. You're trying to be dynamic. I understand, but some things just don't need to be dynamic. Just keep it simple. You know, it looks better that way.
Yeah, like, I think I would fly as if I was a missile. My arms would just be pinned to my sides.
I mean, that's how.
It makes me more aerodynamic.
Exactly. You're aerodynamic when you do that. You only flare out if you're trying to slow yourself. They never went to the lake.
But it's like right outside front.
Yeah.
It's right in front of the school.
Yeah,
Is
have
that
they never
cotton?
been there? Oh, they're dandelions. Obviously, Kayla.
Beautiful. Bloom, what are you
How do
doing?
dandelions exist on Earth and here?
Huh?
Are you telling me the
Now
seeds
see, the
traveled?
dandelions are properly animated now.
This is our
Because
Earth
if you
wings.
go back,
On the count of 3, everyone
Wait, hold
blow
on.
on the feathers and make a wish.
because look
Okay.
at them here. They're just freaking bubbles. That's why I said,
Yeah.
is that cotton?
Yeah, but are you telling me they changes
Even
or
though
something?
cotton doesn't grow like that.
No.
But literally, pause on the part when they're about to blow on them.
Okay.
So we're seeing it up close with Tekna. Pause.
Oh my goodness. You're right.
Now they look fuzzy.
Now
Now
they look fuzzy.
like they actually made the individual dandelion seeds.
I didn't even catch that. Good catch. Good catch. They made them flat and round. Now they're fluffy. Oh Lord.
I mean, I know drawing's hard. I know.
Well, no, they didn't have the asset yet for the fluffiness until this scene. Somebody went back or they just made it for this scene and kept the other one, the round stand-ins there. Oh man, that's didn't have enough time / budget to go back and add the fluffy version to the scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
good catch. Because they look completely different. You're right. They're not
Mhm.
bulbous.
And also,
Wow.
that is the most dandelion seeds I've ever seen in my life.
They're magic dandelion seeds, Kayla. Look at what they're
Bro.
doing.
Bro,
They're magic.
This
I'm
is-
guessing this
this-
is how the dandelion seeds got to Earth in the first place. Because they're magic dandelion seeds.
they're populating themselves as soon as they get
I mean-
blown on.
I mean, they are weeds, so
Uh, you know what? Like, maybe that's how I imagined it was like when I was blowing on a dandelion when I was a kid. They
Yeah.
were swirling, creating rings.
Mhm.
Just a little exercise, Stella.
All these like
Oh, this is the seed that's bad. Yikes. Yeah, that's bad. Now we have to detour and go talk to Damien for no reason.
Why? He's practicing. Why bother him? And now he's immediately leaving. He's fleeing.
Let me do it. He's probably embarrassed. And I
We have to go talk to Damien because we need to build his character. Even though we're just flying around having fun and he's practicing, we have to go talk to him.
What do you want, Bloom? I'm busy.
Sorry.
And
Hope
So
it
that
makes you
Flora and Bloom's
Because-
savior complex can kick in.
no, we have to build up Bloom and Damien's relationship because they're possibly related.
Makes
So
you feel like you don't belong, right?
No. Maybe, kind of.
Come on, Damien, look at
Snuggle game. Their snuggle game is on point, bro.
how do you like them interjecting modern lingo? Their snuggle game is on point.
Oh my god. It hurts. It burns.
You don't like it?
Snuggle
Hey,
game is on point,
it's making
bro.
it's making it
You know-
relatable to the kids.
You know, when my boyfriend comes back, I'm going to grab a stuffed animal and be like, "Oh, don't you just want to cuddle with Coco Cat? His snuggle game is
Snuggle
on
game's
point,
on
yo."
point. It kind of does feel
Shizzle.
like shizzle. It kind of does feel like hello my fellow kids type of moment. Oh, that's hilarious. That's but I don't feel like I feel like that's the only time like modern lingo kind of gets into the show. They don't do it a lot. It's pretty
No,
normal.
they don't. And thank God.
Yeah. The only other one I can remember is like the one at the finale with the tweens. And that's really not modern. It's not modern lingo. It's just weird that he said it.
It's just weird that he said it. Exactly.
It's just weird he said it. But anyway,
It's like
let's
they
continue.
didn't know what to put in that part for the script, so they were like, tweens.
Well, he was trying to insult him. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's not an insult. Anyway,
I would have
yes,
gotten
we
away
have
with
to
it too if it weren't for your meddling tweens.
we have to invade Damien's space because we have to build his character.
Yeah, we have
Let's
to make
continue.
Damien uncomfortable again.
And then what is this? And then did you see that with
Yes,
Stella
I saw
always
that.
trying to shit people?
Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that part was very relatable, because, like, Stella's me, not a homewrecker, but shipping.
Well, she is also a homewrecker.
Yes. We know that, yeah. But, like, if we didn't know what we do know about Bloom and Damien, then I would be like, yes, Bloom and Damien, instead of Bloom and Sky. Because that way she's not a homewrecker.
Yeah, we're gonna have a pause it.
She's not
We're gonna have a-
messy.
No, you're setting up a Luke and Leia situation.
Yes, I know.
And it's like so easy for the others.
Sometimes I just think it's
not
not
fair.
fair.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Oh my god. It's like we're the same person, you know?
Connections outside our friend group. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Icy? Vexius told us to use Damien, so let's use him. As
How does nobody see the trees? They're like out in the open. They're not even hiding behind a tree.
I wonder it every time.
I was like, if they were behind a bush, I would understand. They're just like in the middle of the road.
Hi, Sky. Can I sit there?
His jacket's so
Sorry,
ugly. His
Bloom.
clothes are just so ugly.
You know how it is.
Okay.
The jacket within the jacket.
Why Bloom looks so sad?
What's up? Sky's proximity
Bloom is such a
to his
hater.
girlfriend Diaspro is causing Bloom distress.
Wait, so you telling me everyone in class heard Techna?
Is causing Bloom
But nobody hears the
But la-
tricks.
But yeah, later in this scene, I'm gonna keep playing, but I want to pause it because I was like, why Bloom so sad? I mean, okay, I understand she has a crush on Sky or whatever, you know, sure, whatever. So Techna outs her. I like how a lot of people had reactions besides Stella and Aisha had zero reaction.
Bro, they're frozen. They're frozen. They're
They're
in the same
frozen.
position.
The animators couldn't get to them in time, Kayla. It's all right. Look, they have the same expression.
They
They're not
blinked. Oh, Aisha blinked.
even- Oh no, my bad. So Damien's in this scene. I don't think we ever see him in
Okay.
class again, though.
All right.
We don't see him
I
in
was
class again, I
wrong.
don't think.
I was proven wrong.
This is the only class we see him in, though. Him and Sky and Diaspro. And yeah, this is the only class we see him in. I don't think they're in this class ever again. Right? Am I wrong? I might be wrong.
No, I think you're right. Because, like, again, Damien's just in a very small scene right here. We don't even remember that he was in any classes in the first place.
Yeah. I forgot he was in this class, to be honest. Let's see.
So why isn't Flora, you know, kicking her feet? Damien's right over there.
So yeah. So they can say
Yeah.
the ancestral witches have totally won and no one hears them. Sky doesn't react. Diaspora doesn't react, at least.
Diaspora
No one
doesn't care.
reacts.
You
mean,
know what's going on inside of Diaspora's head right now?
I'm with my
sparkly
man.
things. Hair,
Yep.
yeah, hairspray. And look at my man. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby.
The company of light and the power of darkness.
Yeah, I feel like somebody should react to that, but no one does. But everybody can hear Techna.
16 years ago, Cloud Tower was destroyed in this battle. Does anyone know who led the company of light?
King or
We're doing
Correct. He was a
we're doing world building.
hero, capable of going to all dimensions, including Omega.
Ooh, can we go there?
No. As of now, the Omega dimension is a mystery to all of us.
Speak for yourself.
No one hears this.
No one saw them pound? She was just looking at them.
did!
She was just looking
saw
at them.
She was looking right at them. She know Miss Farragon didn't know something is happening. But Kayla, they never. Miss Farragon does not question them until the end of the show,
Literally.
or
The
tell,
tricks
or
that- The tricks
ahead.
could get away with murder.
because obviously she doesn't even tell Miss Griffin about this.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when I talked about the Omega dimension in class, it was kind of weird that the tricks like fist pounded each other.
What's up with that?
What's up with that, huh? Right? Maybe keep a
That's
closer
weird,
eye
huh?
on them. Or at least have Miss Farragona's assistant, what's her name? I forgot her name. Like spy on them or something, you know?
Huh?
No, nothing. Miss Farragon is like, oh, this is just kind of weird that they did that, right?
As
Yeah.
a reminder, there will be no class tomorrow. As Vice
Griselda.
Griselda will be administering
Griselda.
her magical
That's who she is.
I will be expecting your very
No,
best
it's Rob-
class.
Ben.
To
Yeah,
ensure
Robin
the
is the
safety of all participants,
assistant.
Robin and the specialists will be overseeing the proceedings. That's right. Sky's team will be assigned to your class.
Girl.
You're a little too excited about that.
Okay, girls, stay aware of your teammates at all times.
I mean, technically, you know, specialists.
Why
Are-
aren't they in sports clothes and have their hair tied up? Like Bloom and Flora's hair is just out and they're just in their regular clothes.
Just evening the odds.
Well,
Why are they in
because
gym clothes?
we haven't animated or made the gym clothes yet. That is saved for another later episode, Kayla.
Bro, it is so easy to design like cute gym
Kayla,
uniforms.
they
Like,
did not have that. That's what I'm saying. They didn't have until later episodes. They didn't have the time. So, what's the cheapest way to get this done? Just have them in their normal clothes, going through exercises, and then
ew, so now they're stinky.
we don't talk about that.
Now they're
This is-
stinky. Their hair is
no.
loose, so their hair's flying into their lip gloss.
This is magic, Kayla. It doesn't happen.
Oh, so they have magic hairspray. Saying that it's like, and they're like running and doing these exercises in like 4-inch platform heels.
Or boots. Some of them wearing boots.
Yeah,
aren't most of-
those are they're heel
They weren't-
boots.
Yeah, Bloom's wearing gym shoes. She's wearing like Converse.
Yeah, she's fine. Muse is fine. Aisha's fine, I think.
Take this up a notch.
But Stella's not.
Oh yeah, Stella is straight up in heels.
Oh, she got knocked right into his arms. Not Timmy's arms. Not Riven's arms.
Why did the Asper say ill?
I guess she was just so grossed out that he was spying on them.
But you do the same thing.
Even though she's spying on them. But like she's not crouched behind anything. She's not hiding. Like if she's gonna spy, she's just gonna stay out in the open. She wants for them to see her.
But I don't understand why nobody reacts. Because he's actively hiding, and so supposedly she's hiding and no one sees her, or she's not hiding and no one sees her. You would think Sky sees her.
Sky would have, yeah, I feel like Sky would have saw her.
But he's so focused on the training exercise that he just didn't see her.
So the training exercise, wink, wink.
Exactly.
Bloom being thick.
And then she called him a weirdo. Doing the same thing.
I think that's the meanest thing that Yaspero's done in this entire season was call somebody weird. That was the meanest thing.
Probably it was. How do you even get that to happen?
She's not gonna question why he was crouched behind a bush.
I'm good.
Why did the puzzle stop chasing her?
This morning was a mistake. I'm a warlock. You're a fairy. We're never gonna be friends.
Oh, he's running. He's running away. No. He's gonna go cry.
I love his NPC runaway. Is one of my favorite things of this show. Run away, NPC Damien. Run away. No one wants you on the show anyway. But also this line
No thanks. I'm good.
of him saying that warlocks and fairies will never be friends.
I'm a warlock. You're a fairy. We're
I
never
feel like that's a false statement. Y'all go to school together. You're telling me there's no fairies or witches that interact with each other?
Hey,
Miss
wait a
Farragonda
minute.
and Miss Griffin are literally friends.
Wait a minute. Is
What?
this integration?
What do you mean?
So like, you know, like integration in like the 50s?
Mm-hmm.
This is that. This is like witches integrating into a fairy school
Yeah.
and they're having like race issues.
Yeah, but I don't think this show's that smart. You're giving them too much credit, I feel like.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
And like I said before, Miss Griffin and Miss Farragonda are friends. And I think the
Or
students
are they
see
just
them.
business associates?
We actively see them being friends, Kayla. Like they're
Yeah,
always,
they have tea together. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. They have it together.
You think
Like
they
I'm
share
like
a room?
I don't understand. Who? Who?
We were just talking about Miss Farragonda and Miss Griffin.
So you're saying they share a room?
I was just making a one-off question.
No, of course they don't share a room. They run the school. What are you trying to
Together.
insinuate?
Oh yeah, they're just friends. Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
God. Not the shipping. Oh my goodness.
I'm Stella.
Hey, we never see them with the actual partner, so no, I'm playing.
They're just two boss babes.
Is Miss Griselda also in there? The love triangle?
No.
Is there a throuple?
No, her. She has a relationship with the corner.
Oh,
She needs to go stand in the corner.
That's messed up, Kayla.
I don't like her.
Why you had to do it like that? NPC Damien, yay! Run away, like a Skyrim NPC.
We've had a change of heart.
They're gonna jump
We
him.
think we know a way you can
That's what it looked like.
after all. Hey, Bloom. Chilling in the night air? You okay, Bloom? Sort of.
Why?
This morning,
Why is it? It's Damien. Why are we so worried about him? This whole episode is centered basically around Damien.
Yeah, because like, okay, so here's my thing, right? Is that they're trying so hard to be
So
friends
hard.
with Damien for whatever reason. Because it's like, I feel like
Yeah,
in real
for
life,
no reason. No reason.
in real life, I feel like if anything like that happened, then it would be like, okay, his loss, he's weird, move on.
Or maybe catch a clue he doesn't want to be your friend. You know?
Yeah, or that, yeah, that too.
Obviously,
But
he's
like, he
telling
has
y'all.
no friends, so like,
They don't know
besides
that.
animals.
They don't know that.
I think he
obviously-
literally
well-
says that the animals are his friends.
To them,
Yeah.
he might have.
I don't remember if it was.
yeah, but he
that.
wasn't able to go to class or to school because he was underage.
Yeah.
This is his first year. For some reason, this is his first year actually going to classes. And where does Damien even stay? We don't know where Damien even lives.
Oh,
It
he
has to be
sleeps in the
somewhere in the
stable.
school. If the headmistresses put
He's-
Damien in the stables, that would be outrageously
He's Heathcliff. He
terrible. Damien is a second-class citizen until he got his designation of power. You sleep in a stable with the animals, boy. That would be crazy. But yeah, we've never seen where Damien goes because Damien has to have a roommate, right? Or roommates? Or does he get his own?
have to? Because like, there's not that many male fairies. Oh wait,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
warlocks
He
here.
might have his own like big common area or
his own penthouse.
Yeah, he might have his own dorm. Because who is he rooming with? I mean, we see some male warlocks? No.
No, we only
No?
see like a male fairy.
Yeah. I think everybody else is a witch, right?
Everybody else is a witch.
Well, if it comes up, we'll point it out, but no.
Oh no,
Wait,
my
we'll
lobster
see.
is too buttery and my steak's too juicy. All of these
Well,
witches
we'll
out
see.
here.
Damien doesn't care. He's being plagued by darkness. And these Winx girls trying to befriend him and him trying to steal her power or whatever. He has way too much going on. He doesn't care.
I felt like we got each other.
I felt like we got each
No,
other. There is no reason they should be worried about Damien like this.
Why? Why
mean,
did
we
you feel
underst-
like they got
Look,
each other?
Because we
I don't
understand
think he ever
they're
gave.
no. I mean, no, because they said the same words at the same time, Kayla. Remember Jinx
Oh,
owe me a
is
soda?
that what it? Oh my god.
Yes, that's what it was, Kayla. We understood each other because we said the same things that we were feeling at the same time.
We
It's
locked
almost-
eyes.
It's almost like we're related. This is all that it is. We're like they're drawn together.
Just like me, I'm just like you.
Exactly. They're drawn together because we might be related. Ugh.
Let's get some sleep. Tomorrow,
Or are they destined to be together
test to Andros and back.
No.
romantically?
We already know that. We already know where this is going. I'm not doing this Luke and Leia thing.
It may seem simple, but
It would have been interesting if they did, but no.
the exam
There's no need for that.
3 total tests, ending with one final surprise.
The show is not good enough to execute that.
To your final score, so stay sharp.
I really hope the surprise everyone is talking about turns out to be a day of shopping at the Jinx.
There's no way he's gonna be shopping.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
You think the head mistresses are doing shopping trips? No. This is cheating!
This is cheating. She literally runs
doesn't
over to her
pass.
and changes her hands.
Bloom does not pass.
Yeah.
You telling me you telling me my
Immediate fail.
friend?
Both of them fail.
So are you telling me on fitness tests, Kayla, like back in high school or middle school or whatever, your friend can
Both.
help you complete
Middle-
the fitness test?
We had middle blah 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 blah. We
Yeah, I
had
know, Kayla, I'm
fitness
just saying.
tests since elementary school.
Yeah, I
but-
know. I'm just saying. You telling me your friend can help you finish the fitness test?
Oh yeah,
don't
yeah. I
think
could like
that's-
carry my friend
Yeah,
across.
exactly. Hop on my back, bro. You can get somewhere. Like, no, you can't help somebody during a fitness test.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is a test to see how far their magic has come from the time they've been here, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
And Bloom's magic has
I mean, it's better. They
It's
lived here.
definitely better, yeah.
Yeah. She's grown in power. They state that later, I think, in the show. But
She wouldn't have been able to pass that test.
she fails here. She automatically fails. There's no way you can run over and help your friend. That's like the fitness test, and then like the mandatory state test that you have to take or whatever. It's your friend getting up and helping you with answers. Oh, that's not how that's not how it works. It's just funny that this part was just funny. I was like, they cheated in front of. It's not like
in front of everyone, literally everyone,
in front of Griselda. Because it's not like Griselda was distracted, like, you know, the tricks did something and then Griselda looked away and then, you know, Flora comes over and helps Bloom. That would have been interesting, but no, that's not what happens. They just openly cheat in front of her because they never state the rules.
Everyone sees this.
Yeah, so off of that fact alone of like Flora helping Bloom, that means any other test going forward, it doesn't matter. You can just help anybody you want, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Literally doesn't matter. Yeah.
So what's the point of the test?
The specialist boys are supposed to be the monitors that are watching the exam.
Mm-hmm. They're helping out.
Yeah.
And setting up the stuff.
Everyone saw this. Even they saw this. They're the ones that are monitoring.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. What's the point of the test if anyone on in this test can help you pass? What's the point? You're not showing off your individual skill. Lame. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's not. It's well. I'm not gonna say it's well. It is lame, but it's not thought out. Basically, that's what I'm coming to. It's not a thought out thing, because the ramifications of Flora helping Bloom is that anybody can cheat and you just pass the test. You say, why is everybody not cheating? Well, obviously, I guess because they don't have to or whatever, because they're that good. All right. Here we go. Is this a male fairy or a warlock? He could be a warlock.
I suppose he could be.
Because purple?
He's wearing a bright color, though. He's wearing orange.
I know, that goes against the color scheme for the witches.
Yeah, he's definitely a fairy.
Yeah,
he doesn't have, like, smoky eyeliner.
He's a fairy, but we can't have him pass this test because
he doesn't have any friends.
No, because we have to save all the cool fairy / witch stuff for Damien. So I don't think this
special boy.
He might show back up. I don't know if this character shows back up in the background. He might, but I think this is like the first time we see a male fairy. But the show doesn't have the galls to allow him to transform or use his powers, basically. Because now I will say, season 2, they might be saving all of it for Damien in season 2. I'm gonna hate it, but that's what is probably happening. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
Yes. 100.
All right, let's continue. Because is he the only person that fails? I think he's the only one that fails.
Yeah.
The male fairy.
Because Flora didn't come over there and help him. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, Caleb. Why no one cheat for this guy? Huh?
Yeah.
Why no one go and help him?
Friends?
Man, it's so dumb, bro. It's so dumb. And also, you're telling me that the Winx, being so goody most of the time, wouldn't go help a fellow fairy finish the test when they just help Bloom finish the test? Unless you're telling me that what Flora did is illegal. So that doesn't make no sense. I don't know. This whole exercise thing wasn't thought out very well, in my opinion.
The finish line without dropping your magic spear. Come into contact.
Oh, there's a warlock. That was a warlock.
There was another one. Let me go back.
Please note that.
So they complete test. So we see our male fairy. He doesn't complete. He fails. He's the only person we see fail. Pause. Yep.
Male warlock.
Another warlock. So Damien should be rooming with them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, technically. If that's if they separated them, but Damien should have always been rooming with the other boys wherever they're
Yeah.
at. He just didn't have access to take classes yet, so it doesn't mean, I don't know.
But maybe Damien is just like, no, I want to be with the alpaca.
Come into contact with the obstacles and you
Okay,
will-
this is what I was talking about also. This character on the far right, she doesn't look like she's from the same show.
No, she doesn't.
Look at her color scheme compared to anyone else lined up right here in this shot.
And she's so tan.
I mean, she could be from California or
Yeah, I
Or
mean, like,
one
she
of-
looks like she's
one
a
of the
surfer
islands.
girl.
Yeah, one group, you know. But for some reason, her design doesn't scream the same design as anyone else on this show. She looks out of place.
Her design is giving H2O.
But also, I don't know for sure because I didn't watch the show, but I think she is from the other mermaid show that Rainbow did, I think.
Interesting.
I think they're reusing her model for this because they're reusing. It's already been confirmed they reuse multiple models from the mermaid show into the Winx to save on money. So she might be one of the characters. That's why she looks out of place with everyone else here. So, yeah. Also, so you were talking about shoes, Kayla. The only one that wouldn't have functional shoes is Diaspro and Stella.
Yep.
Diaspro is straight up wearing heels, and Stella's wearing platform heels.
Darcy's wearing, and Icy's wearing heels.
Oh, I can't get there about.
finish line without dropping your magic sphere.
See, they're still wearing their
no.
same shoes.
Oh well, yeah, Icy's wearing heels. Stormy
Darcy
wears.
is too. You just can't see them under her boot cuts.
I don't think
her
boot
flare
cuts are like.
pants.
Yeah, her flares are great for. Are flares great for exercise? Maybe, I guess.
No,
Isn't that what cowboys wear anyway? Flares.
I think they wear boot cut.
Oh, it's a boot cut. Okay. Yeah, Stormy wears combat boots. Everybody else has appropriate shoes besides Icy, Stella, and Diaspro,
Contact with the obstacles
basically.
and you will
Hmm.
And this other random side character from probably another show. I don't know. Are those just platform boots or I can't tell. I don't know.
be.
I think they might be platform
Please
boots.
note that anything is allowed as long as you do not harm
So
your
anything is allowed, but you cannot harm your fellow students. And watch what immediately happens when they start the next exercise or next test.
How exciting! May I? Of course, Magic Winx!
I like how they had to coordinate. It's like, oh, someone has to say Winx, so then we can all transform. Would you want to do that with your friends if y'all had magical powers in a club?
Yes, 100%.
Make up a name and then someone has to say the name before transforming for dramatic effect.
fairies and witches. Ready, go!
I don't think the male fairies are gonna transform. I feel like they just are gonna fly like the.
Well,
Normal.
that's the surfer girl, and she transformed.
Yeah, but she's a fairy. Witches don't have transformations. All right, here we go. So the tricks immediately harm another student unless you're telling me pushing and shoving or pushing someone to fall down is not harm. What do they mean by harm? What do you think? What do you harm? No magic? They immediately push Flora.
Yes, though.
It's dumb. Look, and they push Bloom.
Why is Sky so invested? Why is he so invested? Nobody else
But
got.
I don't understand. And they're losing arm. They're literally shoving people to the ground. I don't
Hey,
get
Sky,
it.
I have a question. Did Diasporo pass already? Why aren't you watching Diasporo?
Because we already know where this story is going.
Find out who deserves revenge.
Well, the Warlock's gone.
They both got wrecked. With 1 grain of sand left, she will make it. So are we saying that? Oh well, she had to go back to pick up the ball, also.
Yeah.
So. Took her more time.
For the final test, you'll be divided into color-coded pairs, determined randomly. During the scavenger hunt, there will be clues matching your color. Follow them to the hidden trophy. Take too long.
Oh, that's another
Oh,
thing.
Diasporo did transform.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. The male fairies, maybe they don't transform, and maybe they're just like the warlocks, and they just use their powers. Maybe. They never show us, so we don't know. But why would the male fairies get a transformation? If the
Put
warlocks
them
don't
all
get a
in
transformation.
leotards.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that the male fairies would get a transformation, right? Because the girls do. Witches don't have transformations, so it makes sense why the warlocks don't have transformations. But I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna do a transformation for Damien because he's a special boy. Let's go for it. I wanted to stop. No, go back
Hidden trophy. Color.
here. When Diaspro and Darcy team up, we don't see them. They never
Yeah.
show them actually working together.
Yep.
This is probably one of the most interesting pairings out of this whole episode.
I
this event.
I actually really like Diasporo's fit.
Yeah, it's all right. I ain't mad at it. But you see what I'm
Wait.
talking about? Like, what?
Is her hair a different color? A different shade
No.
of blonde?
I don't think so. It's
Oh,
just the
maybe
lighting,
not.
I think. It's just the
Okay.
lighting. But no, I'm saying that they set up this Darcy with the Diaspro interaction, and they never show Darcy and Diaspro interaction this whole episode.
Yep.
The rest of this episode. I was like, oh, this is probably the most interesting thing to come out of this event, basically, right? This little arc they're on, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. We don't see them interact at all. I was like, okay, so what's the dialogue between Darcy and Diaspora going to be like? A fairy and a witch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both mystical. Nothing. We get absolutely nothing out of this. It is disappointing. I am going to be 100% honest. This is super disappointing that we don't get at least a few lines from each other. Nothing. Oh.
And your grade will suffer accordingly. Happy hunting, girls.
So that's the beginning of their Bloom and Flora's trial.
Something tells me we found our clue. Let's follow them.
The butterflies were magic.
Now what? I'm not sure. Oh, look over there. Aisha and Musa found their trophy.
I thought this was pretty cool that they had to like fight or chase robots or something to get their trophy. It wasn't just that simple.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I guess that's the surprise. We gotta hurry or we'll fall behind. Maybe we have to beat them with our magic at the same time.
Did we have to meet in this deserted courtyard?
What's wrong, Damien? You're not afraid of us, are you?
Is
He's
Damien
afraid he's gonna
scared?
get jumped.
Yeah. Is Damien scared that they're gonna jump him?
What?
Vexius was right. There is a place for you in our plan.
Really? But I can't control my magic. Yet.
Don't worry. You won't need your powers for this. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know how they pull what they're about to do off. The show never
Me
explains how they did it.
neither.
So they free. I'm guessing because they don't show it.
Mhm.
And then they do something else that we'll see in a minute.
I don't want you to fail the test because of me. Not going to happen. Watch the sphere, get used to its movement. Don't overthink it. Fire flower power! A map! Let's go!
Why couldn't the butterflies just show me where to go? Well, we gotta use a map.
Now we just have to grab our trophy.
All good questions.
Damien!
So, question: how did the Tricks know?
Something's not right here.
The Tricks not only found their trophy, but found
The trick. I knew it! They switched our trophy with
because they had to find Bloom and Flora's trophy and their trophy to pass.
Yeah.
I don't see.
So how did?
Well, they'd better return before time runs out.
Why did also no one mention that? Why is it moving so slow? Do you see how slow it's moving in the
Yes.
animation?
Yes, I did. It
I'm
looked
gonna go
like
back
it was
just a
moving in
little
slow mo.
Think Damien is part of Griselda's surprise. I knew it!
Also, why did no one mention that Icy and Stormy haven't returned yet? It was just Flora and Bloom.
You're right.
Almost like the show just conveniently forgets about the Tricks.
Also doing these exams and tests and
Because conveniently
Classes
they
and-
can't be noticed doing horrendous things.
yep.
Yeah, it literally makes no sense. How did they do this?
Let's say Damien first. Then
What spell / magic did they use?
I don't see Bloom and Flora.
Well, they'd better
Also,
return.
why is Diaspora by herself? Where is Darcy?
Darcy's probably getting their trophy. I don't know.
Oh, you telling me so Darcy and Diaspora got theirs and then they sent Darcy to go get the
Yes.
Stormy
that's what I'm
and
saying.
Icy's
Yeah.
trophy?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of headcanon though. To make this scene work. We should have saw Diaspora and Darcy interact, but obviously the show didn't have time or budget.
Yeah, they
basically.
didn't have time. Not enough time in the episode.
This was the most interesting. At least you know how they showed Aisha and Musa
Yeah.
doing theirs a little
Yeah.
bit. We could at least seen that. You know, they didn't have to talk. I would have just liked them to see them on like the side of the screen chasing something or something. You know, nothing. We can't get nothing. Not enough time. Wait, how many trophies do we have here? We have.
One,
Wait, why do we
Three.
have 4?
4.
Why do we have 4? What? Wait, why do we have 4?
Is that the Trix's trophy?
It has to be, right?
I guess.
So you're telling me
Were-
the
were
Tricks they found theirs, dropped it off, left again to go do Damien stuff, somehow found Stella's and I mean not Stella, but Bloom and Flora's trophy and swapped it with Damien. This whole exam thing makes no sense. This was not thought out very well at all. This feels like a very rough first draft of an idea that they just threw on the screen, because this makes no sense how this was allowed to happen, unless you know it's a whole thing. They never, like I said, the show never explains it, but unless Miss Griselda is like, I'm gonna these are rules meant to be broken, basically. Like, you know how in Do you remember early Naruto when they were taking the tuning exams?
Yeah.
And they had that test that they said you have to pass, and everybody started cheating
Yep.
to try to pass the test. And they were like, haha, you actually have to pass the test. We just want to see if you could use your ninja skills to try to pass the test. So they were weeding out people, you know, unless that's what this event is, you know, like the early tuning exams, written test, where they're just trying to weed out people in the test. So you can cheat, you know?
No, you can't, because literally later on, if we finish this part, or when we're close to the end of the episode, Griselda is trying to fail Bloom and Flora.
You're right.
But then, Miss Farragonda comes in, and she's like, "Well, I guess the rules just don't apply to you girls."
Well, no, Miss Farragonda, Miss Griffin, we'll see it in a minute, saw them trying to save Damien. They're like, no, they do pass because they're trying to save someone instead of get their trophy.
But
because
Miss Griffin was still trying to fail them. She literally was still trying to fail them. She was trying to protest.
Well, that was before Miss Griffin, and because when Miss Farragonda, we'll get to the part, but when Miss Farragonda and Miss Griffin show up, they don't explain what happened. I don't think they just said they were doing the right thing or something, and she was like, because she's not watching them. She's not actively watching them. None of the specialists are actively watching them. They're just off doing their own thing. That's why Icy and Stormy get away with what they do somehow. I don't know how they didn't have the map or the clues, how they found the stupid trophy. I don't know what magic they use, but the show says that they use some type of advanced magic to find the trophy. So, whatever. This whole thing, like I said, is a rough draft that got slapped screen. Yeah, maybe, but we don't know that.
Crystal ball.
It's like I said, this whole exam thing is a rough draft that got slapped on the screen. It was probably a good idea, and then that's what I wanted to pause on. Like, why the damn thing is moving so slowly? Look how slow it's moving.
Get in front of it. Think we can hit it at the same time?
No, or I will be forced to fail them.
It's falling in slow mo, Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla, it's not falling. It's oh, what's the quote? I'm not falling. I'm
not flying. I'm falling with style.
Yeah. That's what it was. I'm not flying. I'm falling with style.
Think we can hit it at the same time? Sounds great.
That's not even the quote either.
Yes.
Does Damien just clip? Did you see that in animation? He like clipped through the smoke or whatever.
Go back.
You saw that?
Yep.
He like just was the animation was just holding him there and then dropped him. I want to see the one time. That's funny. No. Pause it here. You don't even see Damien, and then as soon as you're able to see him, he pops into frame, falls. Oh, that's funny. Kayla,
They were having tea in a dark
they were
attic?
having tea. They were having tea. I think that was Miss Farragonda's office.
They were having a rendezvous.
I think that was Miss Farragonda's office. They were just having a little tea time, okay? They just happened to see them save Damien. you know, it's always good for around certain times of day for, tea time. I think this is just a European thing to do.
Yep, and then after tea, they could have like a little siesta together.
And Damien got knocked out after that blast. He should have went to the
They
hospital.
blew him up. They blew him up.
He should have went to the infirmary, if the school has one. They never explain if the school has a medical wing.
I mean, they have to, but
no, because this world is magic. So if you don't have a medical staff, then maybe fairies can just heal with magic, and witches can too, I guess.
What did you do?
Bloom saved you, Damien. The tricks kidnapped you and
How? Oh, well, okay. They do know the trick kidnapped him because They inferred the tricks kidnapped him, basically.
Yeah, because they swapped him with their trophy.
To be rescued by anyone.
How can he dare say that he doesn't need to be rescued by anyone when he was literally did he get amnesia? That's my question. Did him getting blown up in that machine, that magical machine, give him amnesia? Because he doesn't remember what happened. But our girls here do know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't even see the whole thing and figured out what happened. And then he just like, I don't need to be saved. What?
Let alone a fairy.
I can take care of myself.
Run away like a little NPC, Damien. Yay, the NPC run. That's my favorite part of Damien.
What does Flora even see in him?
She sees the hurt little boy inside, Kayla. That's what the show wants you to tell you.
She's seeing a
Wants you to
dying
believe.
plant she needs to rescue.
But the show never explains to you what Stella actually sees in Damien. So it's just so disgusting that she just... Huh?
Flora.
What'd you say?
Flora.
Yeah. Why are you saying that?
Oh, because you said Stella.
No, I didn't. I didn't say Stella.
Oh, okay.
I said the show doesn't show you what she sees in Damien. So it's just so disgusting that she just fawns over him so much. Because like I said, the show wants you to believe that like she sees a hurt puppy that, you know, is actually a good person inside type of thing, you know? No, she does. I think she does say what she sees in Damien at some point in the show. I think. It still sucks. Whatever she said, it sucks. Whatever. Let's continue.
Flora, we were so worried. What happened? The tricks. That's what happened. They stole our trophy and put Damien in danger. Are we sticking to the plan or what? Not with all this uninvited company. Let's go before they see us.
The trick should be disqualified.
That is inconsequential, as I
How is that inconsequential? I don't understand what are the rules.
everything is allowed. All that matters.
Did she not just say everything's allowed but harming other people?
Yeah.
Your fellow students? This is
Yeah.
harm to fellow students.
But Damien didn't die.
They kidnapped him and trapped him in the robot. But for some reason they won't full story, or trying to just Griselda has a hard on for getting the in trouble.
I mean,
I get right.
she does. She does. That's why I don't like her.
Time is up. So Bloom and Flora, you
But the show never explains why. But okay, I guess it kind of does in previous episodes. Them coming in after curfew from Cloud Tower, right? But my question is, if that's the case, why is she not hard on the trick?
And Bloom was
You
in
see
the
what I'm
Forbidden
saying?
Library.
Yeah, that's the first time she met her. But Bloom didn't even know. There's no sign to say that's the Forbidden Library. That's why that scene does not work. That scene doesn't work.
But-
You don't know that's the Forbidden Library.
But Griselda just knows from like those two interactions that these girls are troublemakers. And also,
Then what about the tricks?
I've literally had multiple times when I was going through middle school and high school of just crotchety, not even middle-aged yet women that are part of the school's administration that just want to get you in trouble for like literally no reason.
Yes, I understand that, Caleb.
They're
But
just, like,
still,
Chomping at the bit.
pertaining to the show, why is she not like that with the tricks? There's only a limited number of students at the school. It's not like this student body is huge unless the showrunners are like, oh yeah, there's like 1,000 kids here. They're liars. But
Yeah, because then where are the kids?
there's not that many.
When you're doing all of these
Huh?
scenes,
But-
where are the kids?
Exactly. So no, there's not that many students at the school. Why is she not like this with the tricks? And like I said, like we said before in previous episodes, it's common knowledge that the tricks go to the ruins of Cloud Tower and have a base of operation. But Miss Griffin and Miss Farragonda do nothing about it. Wouldn't that be something that Miss Griselda is like upset about if she's like a rules person, even though we know she's not based on this one episode? You know? You see how there's no consistency is not there in terms of character motivation and writing. It's all over the place. If you care about this one thing, why don't you care about it with the other students? Unless you're saying the other students don't matter to you because they're witches. That's kind of racist. It's a magicist or whatever you want to call it.
No, it'd be racist, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This show is just all over the place. That's one of my problems with this. With this episode specifically, and I guess with Griselda specifically, her motivations are all over the place. You know, it's not consistent on what's allowed, what's not allowed. It makes no sense. And and after this episode, I don't think we see Miss Griselda flip flop like this or be so hard on the trick. I mean, on the Winx like this again. Do we?
No. Wait.
I don't.
Besides at the end.
Yeah, maybe at the end.
Or like she
But
gives
Miss
the tricks a warning of like you better not be doing anything sneaky.
Yeah, whatever. All right, let's continue. This is just for no reason. It doesn't make no sense.
Are clear. If you don't have the trophy, you don't pass the test. Sorry.
So if you don't have the trophy, you don't pass the test. You telling me that the girls just straight up like box the Winx, basically? Oh, so is the show trying to say that Icy thought that Bloom and Flora were gonna box them like 2-on-2 instead of saving Damien? Is that what the show wants us to believe? The Trick's plan was? Right?
Oh no.
You see where my logic is though? Because that's
Yeah.
why because that's why Darcy was like, are we sticking to the plan? And Icy was like, nah, there's too many people now. Because
Yeah.
maybe Icy and Stormy were like, hey, we have the trophy and they need the trophy to pass. I don't even know why why did they trap Damien if that's the case? It makes all they had to do was just take the trophy from the robot and replace it with a log or a plant or a bush. And then force them to fight them for the trophy so they can separate Bloom from Flora. So they can try to take her Dragon Flame with that whatever magic spell they use, right? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
Wow. So I understand the show is trying to say that the girls did the right thing with saving Damien.
Over the trophy.
Yeah, over the trophy. But it makes no sense because Damien didn't need to be in the scene. If the Trick's plan was to get Bloom, basically, right? Because that was the Trick's plan, obviously, based on context clues, right?
Right.
So Damien was interjected in the scene just because. Ugh. This is just if you think about it, it falls apart. Terrible. Anyway, here's the headmistresses come to the rescue.
Pass a test. A test of character.
They passed
Farragonda.
the test of care.
Bloom and Flora put the rescue of their classmate first. And that is worth more than 1,000 trophies.
I never noticed that she has one earring that's white and one earring that's black.
Yeah. So
Balance.
no, yeah, I know, but I'm talking about Miss Griselda. So didn't see us, and then do the Tricks not get disqualified after the headmistresses just said that they passed because they saved their fellow student, and one of the rules was fellow students automatically lose and fail the test? Do they not? Or at least Stormy and Icy fail, right? Unless we're saying that Miss Griselda is like, oh, anybody could have ended up swapping with the trophy. but the tricks doing it is fine. I don't get it. This makes no sense.
The rules, unfortunately.
You don't care about the rules, Miss Griselda. The tricks were cheating the whole time. You know, it would have been interesting if Miss Griselda was a witch. That would have made a lot more sense, right?
Yeah, it definitely would have.
I mean, I guess also I just thought about it. Maybe the show was saying that like Miss Griselda is Miss Griselda even a fairy? Is she a normie?
I have no idea what she is.
I wonder if they explained that in the old show, because I don't remember. Because we don't see Miss Griselda use magic, do we?
No, I don't think so.
Kayla, I think she's a filch. She might be a filch.
That's hilarious. I love it.
She might be magic born, but with no magic. Now, I don't know that for sure. I'm going to go back in the wiki and see what her backstory is actually after this now. Because I don't remember her using magic in this show. In this new version of the show. So I got to go back and look. I don't know. That's interesting. She might be just a non-magic person that was born to the magical world. Anyway, continue. Jeez.
Getting these girls to think about rules is a lost cause.
You were really brave today.
Coming from you, that means a lot, Sky.
Stop flirting. Where's Diaspro?
How frustrating. The tricks got away scot-free. Again. They'll get theirs sooner or later. You'll see.
How get away? Is the head mistresses are right there. They're right there. That means Miss Griffith is not going to do anything about this. They literally sat there and told them Damien was trapped by the tricks and swapped for the trophy. Damien could have busted his head on the concrete and died if Flora and Bloom didn't save him. Is that not harm to your fellow student?
Well, they
see what I'm
didn't
saying?
have to blow up the contraption he was in. Could have blown it up while it was on the ground or something.
They couldn't catch it. They had to catch it. Students, we're not talking about full-grown full-grown people or students that have full control of their powers. Teenagers do not have full control of their powers yet. That's like getting a group of teenagers and be like, you know what? Y'all are now the firefighters. Go save people in a fire. What? Someone's dying. So you see how this show and the show addressed that the tricks don't have any consequences for their actions. But it makes no sense because the head mistresses are right there. They saw Damien falling to his death before he got saved. Right? I don't understand. I don't understand how they don't get in trouble after this.
I'm telling you, they can get away with murder.
Besides the one thing they do later in the season, but still.
Yeah.
Like, well, I guess two things technically, one in the middle and then one at the end, but whatever. But my whole thing is like, it would give the show that at least had a scene of Miss Griffin scolding the tricks again. Like, this is another warning type of situation, you know, like 3 strikes you're out, you know, type of situation.
Yeah.
Leading up to the episode where she actually punishes them. That would make a lot more sense. It's just frustrating that we know it's the tricks. Everyone knows it's the tricks, but no one in charge does about it. For multiple until one time they take it too far or something for them or something, and then they get punished. I'm like, what are the rules here? Do you not just get punished because you did something? You just have to wait until they can more and more bad things happen before we punish you. Whatever.
Is Flora
also this scene.
A part of her
Oh,
wing?
go ahead. It's probably the lighting. Let's go back. Flirting.
Sky's face is just ugh.
Sky's
Ew.
ugly. It's ill every time he shows them on screen. They're flying. Oh,
Yeah, but
I'm missing.
where Flora's wing meets her back, it's a gap.
Got away scot-free again. They'll get there
I'm
sooner or later. You'll see.
See?
Flying. But here? Or in the other scene?
There and the scene that we just left. There. No, back a little bit more. You were just at it.
Oh, I think that was perspective.
Go back.
Because he was
please.
face. I have to make micro adjustments.
You
I
were-
can't.
Right there.
Wait, you said right there. When they were
Are you
standing,
looking
not
at
flying?
Flora? Yeah, when they're standing.
Ugh, how frustrating. The trick's
No,
got
her
away
wing's there.
scot-free.
Just no. Hold on, Dion. Play it. You keep not pausing it.
They'll get there sooner or later. You'll see.
There.
wing's there.
There, right
It's
there.
right there, above her head. You see the wing.
Her back, Dion.
Oh, you're saying it's not touching her back? Is that not normal?
Look at everybody else's wings.
Mm.
It's not normal.
Wait, hold on. wait. wait. No, wait.
Because her wings were touching her back. The scene right before that.
Hold on. Let's get this.
I'm in for the second test. Fairies.
Because she gets pushed.
Eliminated.
I mean, they do this gradient, fading thing. But I think her wing is way too far from her.
If you look at Ursul's wings. Or even if you go back to that scene and you look at the two different scenes next to each other.
No, I mean, like I said, they're doing this faded thing, like it's a magical thing that's coming out of her back, but her wing is too far. They didn't adjust it in the animation. Her wing is too far.
Did you see how right there it meets her back?
Yeah. Oh well, it's curved.
But-
It's faded, but you can see the fade, but it's closer because when
The trick's got away
they cut
again.
to the other
There sooner or later. You'll see.
scene, too far. That is way too far from her back. I understand they're trying to say perspective, basically, but her wing's too far. It's too
Just
far
like
from her back.
For Aisha, for example, Aisha's hair is big, so it's for the wing to be as far back as it is on her, so that you could. Flora has just
No,
a singular braid.
It's too far back.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I understand that
If you look at where Aisha's neck is versus where the end of her hair is, that's
Yeah.
like that gap for
Yeah.
Flora, but Flora doesn't have her
Yeah,
hair
but-
that far out.
Yeah, but in all the other scenes, her wing is closer to her back. It's too far. It's just too far. I understand that there is, perspective. Yeah, but this is still too far. Even for perspective, I believe. Her wing's too far from her back. It should be much closer. They messed up in animation here. It's just I think is this just another animation mistake because they didn't have time to go fix it, basically. Because this is too far. It's way too far from her.
Small one, I mean, like literally that.
Yeah, because-
it's a singular second,
Yeah, I
and then
understand.
I noticed it again
well,
when
yeah.
they're flying, but
Yeah, it's too far. They messed up, I think, because in all the other scenes we see her in her wing is never this far away from her back, and then the gradient fade is wrong. It's just like disappeared. You
Yeah.
see?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even like faded. It's just like gone. They
Yeah.
messed up. But this example of showing enough time or money to go back and fix it and didn't have enough time to do it the right way the first time. So, yep. I did not see that. And there's probably a lot of other things.
And then even
Yeah,
right there
because
when
it's too
she's
far.
flying,
Yeah,
you see it right
I
there
saw
too.
it. It's probably it's too far. Somehow they messed up.
Because you see how like Bloom's wing
It's close.
has that
Yeah, it's
fade,
close to her
and
back.
it doesn't completely touch. Yeah, but yeah, it's close to
No,
her
this
back
is too.
though.
They messed up. They messed up. They messed up.
Look at Bloom. Look at Flora.
Yeah, it's probably still messed up. Oh
Play
well.
the scene. Play the scene.
I think they no. I think they're saying this is the fade. It's
Hard
the
fade. That's a really hard
translucent.
fade because
Yeah.
through that wing you see Bloom. That boots.
Oh well, the wings are her. I think they're saying her wings are transparent anyway, ish. Because Bloom's is also all their wings are kind of transparent-ish. Because you can see Bloom's hair through her wings.
Yeah, but
So I think this scene
the
is.
way that you could see
I think
Bloom's
this scene is
braid
right.
through her wings is not the same way that you could see Bloom's boots through the gap in Flora's wing.
True. I think they fixed the distance. It might be the transparency of the wings that might be off.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
In this scene. But that other scene, in that other scene, her wing is way too far from her back. It's just floating out there by itself. Maybe that's Flora's hidden talent. Like her wings can like extend further back.
Flora's just clipping.
No, it gives her greater thrust because she has more.
She has a
Wants to
bigger
go back further
wingspan.
now. So- yeah, she has a bigger wingspan. That's just one of her hidden magical powers that we didn't know about. This scene makes no sense because they see Damien talking to this mysterious figure, seemingly getting scolded.
woods.
Why is Vegas scolding of nowhere, where anybody can see them? He knows fairies can fly. Why is he scolding him not in the barn, at least, where we usually see him with Damien, right? This makes no sense.
You're right.
He's just out there in the open scolding him. And then why do Bloom and Stella not like question this? They just fly away. They come back later and talk
Any
to
other
Damien.
time,
Yeah,
they would
sure.
fly down and yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Damien. We just thought we'd check in after yesterday. See how you were feeling.
I couldn't even finish the dumb test. How do you think I'm feeling?
Wait, was Damien even in the test?
Damien, you can't even use your powers,
Huh?
Damien. You literally can't
Wait,
use
wait.
any bit of your powers, Damien.
Was Damien in the test? Did we say Damien in the test?
No.
I don't remember Damien in the test. All I remember is the other male warlock and the fairy guy.
Yeah. Those are the only
Damien
two
was
males.
not in that test. Unless they're trying to
He
say that there were
literally-
multiple,
Oh, different test sessions, I guess?
yeah, different test
Wait,
groups.
but
Unless the
no.
show,
No, because then that means that, like, oh, I couldn't finish the test because he would have still been... Okay, yeah, no. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think.
I mean, it could make sense, but the show never tells you that there are multiple test groups. The show framed it like there was only one test group. You know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I guess technically, if you're thinking of like a real school, there will be multiple test groups, right?
Yes.
So logically,
So
I guess if you're trying
yeah.
to, yeah, go ahead. That you get everybody because that group of people were too small for everyone in the school, and we didn't even see some of the background characters that have been duplicated 100 times in the test. So, so Damien failed off screen basically,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure he failed at the first test with the puzzle thing.
That's what I was just what I was saying. He can't use any bit of his powers besides to make a spark, so he definitely failed the first test. And if Flora didn't help Bloom, Bloom would have also failed the first test.
And then also, I don't give the show credit for this, but you could do like a little like parallel, since we figure out what happened, what is going on between Damien and Stella. I mean not Stella, but Damien and Bloom later. That like, oh, look at how their lives are so different because she passed with the help of friends, but he failed because he has no friends. Type of thing. If you want to get like English teacher about it, you know. But I'm not giving the show credit for that. This writing is not that good.
What about that strange guy I saw you talking to? He was kind of creepy.
He's no one.
We just want to make sure you're not in any trouble.
My business is none of your business.
Wait, why are you suddenly mad?
Damien was mad already. What was
He's
that line?
always suddenly mad.
He's always mad. I don't think Damien's ever since y'all met Damien. Now, granted, they did screw up, especially Bloom when they first met Damien. But ever since then, Damien's pretty much has been cold to y'all and telling y'all repeatedly to leave him alone. And y'all just
Why
refuse.
don't they just leave him alone?
Because the
Why
show has to
don't
interject.
they?
Because the show says this show is also about Damien, so he has to just be interjected even when the character himself doesn't want to be interjected on the show. You know? Oh. Too bad he doesn't know he's on a TV show and one of the main characters.
Right.
But in this scene alone, Damien was already mad that he didn't pass the test. And his voice actor, you know, had the same tone throughout this whole conversation. So when they asked who was the guy that he was with, and he's like, he was no one. I don't understand why Flora's like, why are you angry? He was already angry when y'all asked him how he's doing. It just makes no sense.
Be alone, both of you. Like I said, I'm a warlock. I can't be friends with fairies.
And I'm pretty sure even after this scene, I believe someone says something good about Damien in the next episode or the next few episodes or something, because Damien just has to be the center of the universe, the show.
Tell me there's no quiz. I've had enough testing to last a lifetime.
And also the girls heard all that.
Mm-hmm.
So none of them should have feelings about Damien. Repeatedly told y'all leave him alone and been mean to y'all basically for multiple episodes at this point.
In the end, you were just a decoy in the Trix's scheme. That's embarrassing even for you.
Vexius, maybe you should have taught him how to use his powers, right? A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying, you
Yeah.
know, teach him how to unlock his full abilities, just maybe a little bit, so he doesn't be a pawn in the Trix's schemes. But this is part of that whole that we find out at like the end of the show that like he's possibly putting down Damien on purpose. So this is like all part of his plan type of situation. And like, unfortunately, this is probably the best writing in the show. That the show doesn't tell you, but you can pick up on with context clues, you know?
Yeah.
That, and unfortunately, this is probably the best writing in this show.
We'll have to get a bit more aggressive. Understood.
Yes.
Bum bum bum. The big reveal. The bad guy is Damien's dad. Are you shocked?
Sad boy Damien.
Are you shocked, or were you shocked when you learned that? Was that ever in question?
No.
Hello?
No,
No.
it wasn't. Hello? Hello? It was never
Yeah,
in
I
question.
can hear you now. Okay. Okay. Because, you know, that's supposed to be one of those big reveals in the show. It was like, oh my gosh, Vexius is Damien's dad. Gasp. You know? I feel like they could have set that up much better. In terms of being like some type of, you know, oh my gosh, this changes everything type of reveal, you know? But it's not impactful the way they wrote it at all. It's pretty obvious that Vexius was Damien's dad.
Yes, very.
So what do you think of the episode overall?
Overall, I didn't really care for this episode, to be honest.
This episode was a waste of time, and to me, personally, but because this whole episode was setting, doing like Damien stuff, basically Vexius and Damien stuff.
Yeah.
Because they tried to give, you know, the Winx, you know, little thing to do with passing the test and whatever, but it all had to circle back around to Damien.
Yeah.
All of it had to circle back around to Damien. He just had to be interjected in this whole thing for no reason. For no reason. He didn't need to be in here.
I agree.
But the whole test was dumb. The whole test. Everything about the test was stupid. None of it was thoroughly thought out, in my opinion. The beginning, the animation mistakes that you did catch, good job. The tricks, once again, were probably the best thing about this episode. Sky and Bloom are still flirting with each other openly. but do we give them a pass because they're teenagers?
No.
I guess. No, but they're teenagers. This is what teenagers do, right?
No.
Flora does cheat, so whatever. It makes no sense. Yeah, this was a pretty. I mean, we do get backstory here. I remember in the class, we do get, you know, some lore drop about the war between the fairies and ancestral witches, basically, right?
Yeah.
So we do get some lore drop. So I want to say that the whole episode is complete garbage because we do get some backstory. So this scene right here with the backstory is probably the most valuable thing you got out of this whole episode. Everything else is garbage, to me personally. What do you think?
I agree. Oh, Stella's wing is doing it too.
Yeah, I told you they have
Like, I guess
a
it
fade.
was less noticeable, yeah.
Yeah, they I think all of them have like a slight fade to them, or transparent fade to them, or something, whatever you call it, to their wings.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to be like a magic thing. Their wings are not like attached to them. They're like magically appear there. It's just that one scene with Flora. You're absolutely correct. Her wing is like detached. It's way too far back on her body. It's just floating out there by itself for no reason. But that's it. Any other overall thoughts? Oh yeah, Diaspro spies on them because she's jealous. Because she knows Bloom and Sky are flirting with each other, so she's spying on them. And if I'm supposed to dislike Diaspro because she's spying on her boyfriend, because she already has
I mean,
a feeling
like,
that her
shoot.
boyfriend is flirting with another woman.
I've done it. Because of that stuff right there. Flirting with other women.
Yes. But I was saying that like she has evidence. She knows, I believe, that Sky is flirting with Bloom. I think she's seen it, right? When they first met. They were like longingly looking into each other's eyes type of situation. So she's already suspicious. So her spying on her boyfriend, I understand that you're not supposed to do that. It's toxic, yes. But I think your boyfriend is like emotionally cheating right now. So that does not make me hate Diaspro. So I have yet to see something that I like, oh, she's just a terrible person. Now we do find out at the end, but that is such a cop-out because they make Diaspro the most terrible person in the world for no reason. When there's no other evidence in this show that she is like the most terrible person in the world. You know?
Yeah. She only calls Damien weird.
Yeah, because she kind of sees that she's doing the same thing that
is very
Damien's
possessive.
Yes, she is possessive. That is also a toxic trait. Yes. But she's not on screen with Sky enough for me to be like, oh, she's like real toxic to Sky and Sky doesn't like any of the things that Diaspro is doing, you know?
Mm-hmm. But we don't see that up until the end.
Exactly. And because the other thing is like you can see Sky sometimes is like awkward when Diaspro's like hugging up on him and stuff like that, but we never hear from Sky that like she's a little clingy or something, like, you know, like I don't really like her like that. Like we don't hear that from Sky at all. So it's like, what do you want me to think? Just because Sky is a little awkward, like when she's hugging up on him, I'm supposed to infer that he doesn't like her, or he's getting fed up with her. If that was happening, why is he going on all these trips or all these anniversaries or whatever that we find out later that she wants to take him to? You know, if he didn't like her, he wouldn't do any of that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Sky has to somewhat like Diaspro to do this, you know?
Yeah.
It just makes Sky look like a cheating boyfriend.
Yeah, it does.
But anyway, that's my part of my Sky rant that will come up much more when we get to more of the Bloom Sky Diaspro triangle later in the show. But any other final thoughts about this episode?
This episode was alright. Not one of my favorites, to be honest. It was kind of forgettable.
Yeah, this episode, things just happen. It's not even good things in my opinion. It's just things happen. We do get some lore drop. I do like the lore drop about what happened in the past in this reimagined world for the Winx. So I was like, okay, cool. But everything else sucks. Everything leads back to Damien. And Vexius is Damien's father. What a surprise. But that is it for our watch and review for episode 4. So thank you everyone for watching, and leave a comment below if we missed anything or you want to tell us anything about, you know, the lore or anything about the show. And have a good one. Be nice to your neighbors. See you later.
Bye.